Got the mad scientist here. Hopefully it doesn't go on out to it.
Oh, she's up. She's going.
Do not try, this is hard.
Jesus Christ. Look at this. It's just ripped them studs clean out of it, eh?
What size thickness was that door? 8 mil thick. Righto. What happened?
No, we should start by saying what was the point of it?
Yeah, what's the point?
biggest-
That's the biggest thing is what's the point?
That's the
What's
biggest
point
thing.
of whoever.
There's 2 points to it. Burn stuff really quickly
Yep.
and it's good entertainment.
What else do you need?
That's right.
Righto.
There you go.
Why did it keep blowing back actually?
Why? I don't know.
Excellent. Mechanic of what, 8, 9 years?
No, okay. I think the reason it was blowing back was just because someone poured brake clean in the back end of it
Oh.
and lit it.
Who suggested that?
I don't know.
The other guy.
What else? What other questions are there?
Did it work?
Did it work? Yes,
Well.
it worked very well. Except it tested our weak spots extremely well. So now our door did not hold up once again.
No. And did we have a safety
Visible.
mechanism?
Yes, we did. We have a tap over here.
Did it work?
Well, no one was game enough to go shut it off.
So there you go.
Yeah, and we also have a tap over there.
That no one wanted to go near either.
Yes. So our safety mechanism, well, that was a bit of a fail. But leave a comment, tell us what you think we should do next time. And yeah, we'll see if we can go bigger and better again.
Yo!
He's a natural, eh? So here we are, it's the next day and everything has cooled down. She's right to touch. We can go through about what happened, what we had in place, how we controlled it or didn't control it, why it burnt out and stopped like it did, what the turbocharger we are using is, and we'll just give you a little bit of a run through on a bit about this, as our last video has just taken off when our first turbo actually exploded, and we might talk a little bit about why that one exploded. And yeah, I reckon we'll give you a bit of a rundown and see what you guys think. Thanks so much for all your support, those of you that have smashed the like button, subscribed, you know, tell your friends about it. Don't try and build one at home. There's been quite a few comments of people saying that they want to build one. Seeing this in person is so much more scary and dangerous than watching it on your phone. Like, we were standing 20-30 metres back that way, sheltered under the shed when this thing was going last night, and people were still walking back further, and it's just like the sound, the only way I can describe it is like a jet engine taking off. It's just absolutely deafening, the sound of it. But yeah, I reckon thanks for staying this far in the video, and we'll do a bit of a rundown. And yeah. Okay, so here we are. So everything that you see in this video is basically just reused parts from our workshop. So we've got an old stack, you know, it was all rusty at the bottom. Nothing wrong with it on this. We've got a bit of an elbow, the dump pipe that we had lying around, and an old used exhaust clamp, which does a job for what we need. Okay, so this is our oil drain. We had a drum over in the corner last night, which was our oil feed drum, which just uses compressed air and forces oil through the turbo, which worked extremely well. The oil drain line is just a bit of old braided line off one of our jacks that we used to have. Just a bit of RHS for the top that the turbo mounts on, with a bit of 10mm steel plate. The turbocharger is off a 16-litre truck engine. Look, these turbos aren't brand new when we put them on there. These have come off a failed engine, basically, you know, that's not suitable for use on the engine anymore. It's just too unreliable. We don't know when it's going to fail, as, you know, pieces of metal, bits of valve, stuff like that has gone through it. This is just a bit of 1/2-inch airline hose, which we use up to our turbo feed. But after last night it sort of melted it all, so we'll have to do something about that. Now this is a Mac boost pipe, which the other end actually blew these crimp clamps off, so you can't use them anymore. So it was just a chuck away one, but we may have to do something about that. Now there has been a lot of comments of, why can't we control this, you know, drain your oil. So we've drained the oil. We're taking on a lot of information that you guys have commented and what you would like to see. So how can we control this? Well, we have got this tap in here, which is just a ball valve, so that's open, that's fully shut. As we're trying to use it, there's just no happy medium where it will run nicely without stalling it out. So you will see in the video, I was trying to control it, and then I just thought, stuff it, let's open it up and see how hot we can get it. Now the turbocharger did not fail. It was our door that failed. But before we get to the door, that is about a 200 PSI safety relief valve. I don't think we're getting anywhere near that, but people were saying you need a safety relief valve. But this drum is the old workshop air compressor tank. So I think it's 5 or 8mm thick steel. And then we've used just BIS steel, I think they call it, or BIS, they normally call it. It's 8mm plate. The U-bolts were just used for handles, but they, you know, they broke off anyway with the heat in the worlds. But how about the door? So that's how much it pulled it out, and it was that hot in there that it's melted the bolts off and popped it up, and that's the damage that it has done. So yes, a few features of it. So yeah guys, that was our bit of a run through of what we used, what went into it. It's just all old workshop materials basically. A lot of people have suggested a boost gauge, a throttle. You know, as you're saying, we do have a throttle. We can't really control it that well just yet. The boost gauge, we don't have one of them lying around, so feel free if anyone's got one or two possibly to send us one. And yeah, I reckon we leave it up to the comments to see what our twin turbo design is. Do we go this turbo feeding an even bigger turbo, a compound setup, or do we run just side by side, spool them both up at once, let it rip, see what happens? And what is a better way, or what can we use that the door isn't going to melt basically? So leave a comment. Thanks so much for watching.